Hey guys, Lloyd here. Today, we're talking about home office and desk setup accessories. These are stuff that I personally use, and you don't have to grab the exact same thing as there are a bunch of alternatives that can be found. What I hope is you can get some ideas or inspiration that you can use in designing or updating your own workspace. Let's kick things off with some on-the-wall accessories. I have this beautiful walnut catch-all tray from GroveMade. Pretty straightforward. This is where I hang my keys right after I enter the office. The top part can hold smaller items like your wallet, receipts, etc. Installation is fairly easy as well, as I got this up in less than 10 minutes. On the other side of the wall, I have this walnut wall shelves, also from GroveMade. You can use this to hold some decorations, or in my case, I have the bigger one with my lenses and the smaller ones with some random decor. I get it. For some, this might be way overpriced, but as I've said before, when you go GroveMade, you're actually really paying for the quality of the products that you get. The finish of the wood is not your typical IKEA stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love IKEA and I use a bunch of them, but there's levels to this. And also, as I've said earlier, you don't have to go for the ones I'm mentioning. There's always an alternative that won't break the bank. Now, if you're the kind that doesn't want to hang anything on your walls, you can opt to have a display shelf like this instead. Having these shelves are nice as you can actually showcase some items that might be interesting or stuff that's important to you. It just adds a nice touch of personality in your office rather than just having a desk and a chair. Now, depending on what you do, you obviously need some sort of organization in your office. And having quick access to your stuff might be important too. In my case, I shoot photos and videos, so I got a bunch of camera gear that I need to organize. For my often used items, I have them all up in this pegboard from IKEA. I can easily see and grab what I need anytime. And for the items that I don't need very often, I have them inside these two Alex drawers. If your office comes with a small storage room, that would be perfect. In most cases though, an office is just one big open space, so these drawers are actually a very nice option. Next up is power solution. If you're someone who's constantly looking for ports or outlets to plug in or recharge your devices, you should consider this product I'll be talking about. Starting on a desk, since I assume that this will be the place where you'll spend most of your time in, this is an Anker Prime charger that has 6 ports, that's 4 USB-C and 2 USB-A, and can deliver up to 250 watts of power. It also has a really nice screen where you can monitor your charging in real time, and can also display a bunch of other info. Or you can just have it display the date and time as shown here. But let's say you actually need AC outlets to plug in devices on your desk. Then you might be better off with this charging station. It delivers 240 watts of power, total of 8 ports. You have 4 USB-C, 2 USB-A, and 2 AC outlets. This is very compact considering the power it can provide. For the power users though, let's say you're someone who's using a laptop and an external display, you should consider this 14-in-1 docking station. It can support up to 2 4K displays via HDMI, can transfer files at 10 GB per second, and also charges your laptop while it's connected. With all the other ports you have in this dock, you're pretty much covered with whatever you might need. Next is having a secondary display. I think the only way you can skip this is if you're using an ultra-wide monitor. But if not, having a secondary display is really productive. In my case, I have an LG Dual Up as my secondary display. I use this mostly for references. For context, let's say I'm editing videos. I have my whole timeline on the main monitor, while the secondary has all the clips that I need to use. This way, I don't have to go and switch windows on the main monitor. I can easily drag the files from the secondary and wrap it to the main. Or let's say I'm just editing photos on the main monitor. Most of the time, I have the secondary playing YouTube or a movie. Keep in mind that it doesn't necessarily have to be like a secondary monitor. You can also use smaller portable monitors. I've used them before and they work great. I even use my iPad at home as a second display next to my MacBook. Another desk accessory worth mentioning is a desk shelf or a monitor riser. This is kind of hit or miss for me. Without it, the desk looks more minimal, but with it, I get more organization for the smaller stuff I need on my desk. It also helps hide some cables around the back. I currently have the one from Human Centric, which comes with this pull-out tray, perfect for smaller items like I said. Lastly, let's talk about note-taking. I still use the good old pen and paper combo. I just love the feel of writing with a nice pen, to be honest. On my desk, I have this Ogmonk analog. Ideally, you use this to take note of your tasks and mark them as you complete it throughout the day. I don't really use it that way though. I just use it like how we use a normal paper, taking down notes and ideas as they come up. Then I keep it here to remind me of that particular idea until I act on it. If I'm not using the analog, I always have a small notebook around me where I can easily jot down notes. The stuff that I mentioned are stuff that I personally use. I'm not here to say that you should get all this. I'm just here to give you some ideas. Just like how I love watching these kind of videos, give me some ideas that I can apply in a way that works for me. At the end of the day, my office may or may not look the same as your office. You might be inclined to buy some of the more expensive or something cheaper, and that's totally fine. Having your office look good makes you feel good and hopefully translates to you working good. If you're still here and still watching, thank you so much for taking the time. I'll make sure to link down everything below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.